Most business owners have confidentiality agreements with their virtual assistants. They often share passwords and access via password management software like LastPass or OnePass.
Hmm.
But I find that that's often a concern going into virtual assistants. But I think the thing people should really be thinking about when they get a virtual assistant is about setting it up for success.
Yeah.
So, how am I going to communicate with them? How frequently? What methods? How am I going to download what's in my brain? How am I going to make sure they're not feeling overwhelmed and
Mm.
run away in the first couple of weeks? How am I going to make sure that they feel loved and supported? How am I going to get value? Let's start delegating the low risk, high volume tasks first.
Hmm.
And so, they're the things that I think are the really critical things to think of before your even virtual assistant starts. But then there was like maybe I was on a holiday or someone was sick or there was a public holiday and we didn't meet for 2 weeks and we were just messaging each other. And I could just tell we were getting like grumpy with each other. And I'm like,
Mm.
all right, we just need to engineer this call. And so when people rely on messaging too much, I think that's really problematic. So I
Mm.
think there is value in getting on a call and building that relationship and having that chat. So that's
Mm.
one thing that I really advocate in my team.
Mm.
And then I think people underestimate how much people just need to feel loved and connected. So we have a meeting every fortnight of our internal team, and we play games and tell stories, and each person leads each different fortnight.
Your business journey. So how do you guide them to let go?
Yeah. So I guess I suss people out before they become clients to go, are you willing to do what it takes? Which includes feeling uncomfortable.
Mm.
You don't need to be perfect. I will hold your hand if you're scared. Like that's what we do. Um, but you need to be willing to feel uncomfortable. We'll
Mm.
guide you so you can mitigate against any risk or all that stuff, but are you willing? If they are, then we can make it work.
Mm.
And so then we metaphorically hold their hand and support them with processes and frameworks because each person and VA combo will have different frameworks on how they communicate and how they delegate.
Is there anything else that holds them back? Is there a fear factor? Is it, being out of practice? Is it really not being, what do you think stops them from sort of overcoming that first hurdle?